Welcome to Event Radio, covering local drag racing, stock car racing, motorcycles, go-karts. If it's got wheels and you can race it, you'll hear about it here. Event Radio is motorsports radio on steroids. Now, let's join your hosts, Spivvy Williams and Terrible T Guy.
All right, gang, welcome to the next edition of Event Radio. We are at Corvette Heaven. We are at the one and only National Corvette Museum. We are at Corvette Homecoming, which is I'm going to say, the longest running, most successful Corvette show that gets put on in this whole city. Corvette Homecoming actually started way before the museum. It started with a group of guys out of Louisville and a fellow by the name of Alan Hudson that was an auctioneer and a local real estate guy that bought and sold a lot of Corvettes. They actually went to Beach Bend Park and they set up a deal. Sam Hall, some of the guys that we have had on the show that you have met, they set up a thing and called it Corvette Homecoming. Well, they ran that for years, and it was the only Corvette event that went on in Bowling Green. It got to be huge. It hasn't gotten any smaller. A fellow, our buddy by the name of Joe Pruitt, took it over, and he has since then brought it to several different venues. He's done Beach Bend, he's done the hotel parking lot, he's done lots of places. But this year, they brought it back home. They brought it back to the Corvette Museum, and this is where all the fun stuff is going to go on. There are vendors here that we're going to get to introduce you to. There are people all over the grounds. There's parking, very slim parking, matter of fact. If you're going to come, you might ought to load up because there's a lot going on and a lot of people everywhere. But this is going to be a really fun show. We're going to introduce you to some of the manufacturers. We're going to introduce you to some of the participants. And we'll find him, old Joe himself, if we can find him and get him in here and talk to you. This is probably one of my favorite events that go on all year long because this is for all Corvettes. Most of the others, whether it be the Bash or whatever it is, they wind up saying certain years, well, if it's not one of these or not one of these or not one of these. Well, that's not really what Corvette Homecoming about. Corvette Homecoming is about Corvette, and it makes no difference if you've got a 53, 63, 73, 2003 or a 2013 or whatever, or even later. This is your event. If you have a Corvette, come on down. You're going to have a great time. It's a lot of fun here, and all the people are really nice. They're good to get along with, and we take you and let you meet most all of them that are really cool. The guys that put on this show and do it the way it's supposed to be done. This show, I honestly believe, is my favorite Corvette event that goes on in this city of all of them. We get the pleasure of doing a lot of them, and it's just a fun deal. This one is actually the best of the both worlds. Miss Jean Sechrist does all of the stuff, and we get to cover it live for you. But we're going to go here. We're going to rock and roll. We're going to meet some of the people, and man, we're just going to jump right in. They got music. They got rock and roll. They got good food at the Corvette Drive-In. You need to, what I call it. It's actually a restaurant, like a cafe, but they got the way it should be. Black and white check floors, cheeseburgers, all the good stuff. So if you're ever out this way, stop in and have lunch at the museum. It's really cool. You're on Event Radio, guys. We're going to have a big time from Corvette Homecoming. Don't you go anywhere at all. You stay with us. This one will be a good one, as T says. We'll be right back.
On the track or on the street, the number one brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holly carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holly, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, we are back from Corvette Homecoming, and we're just having too much fun. The fun police will be here soon to get after us. But I get to grab the lady from Alnock Interiors, and we're going to talk a little bit. You guys got a great big old truck here full of good stuff, right?
Absolutely. We got interiors from 1953 to 2004.
Yeah, and you know what to do with them, too. See, that's what the deal is. I'm watching the guys. We just talked to a fellow a minute ago about you guys putting the top on his car. And this makes more sense to me than anything going. You guys are the pros, you know?
Right.
And you can get it done here and get it done right here. This is a godsend as far as the Corvette restorers, guys, you know?
Absolutely. You can call and schedule an appointment with me for any of the shows. We schedule the appointments. I can do normally about 2 tops a day. And you don't have to have your car locked up in a trim shop.
There you go.
You know, it's all done in one day. And then you have our seat installers. We do tops.
Yeah.
And carpet.
Hey,
doors.
great. I think it's fun. And they can sit around and flirt with you while they're doing it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you
sit
go.
here and watch them work, and I'll sit here and talk to you.
You can't beat that. I tell you what, it's really cool that that you guys are who you are to come all this way, because you guys are the class of the field. You're the guys that everybody sort of, I guess, copycats, you know, because you guys make it look like it came from the factory, you know.
Absolutely. We have a lot of, exact original patterns that we work with.
And you are at the factory now, see?
Right there.
There you go, just right
around
across the
the
road.
corner. Let me go check some patterns.
Yeah, take our camera and go in there. We'll get you some
There you go.
some of the new mid-engine stuff.
There. That works.
Yeah, you think there is one of those?
I don't know.
What do you think?
Let's go try.
Huh?
Let's go look.
Well, believe it or not, I got a neighbor that's an engineer over there.
Then we
He
need
said
to-
now he wouldn't confirm that there was one, but he had driven one.
Oh, okay.
So okay. So
I like
now
that.
maybe that was in his dream. I don't know.
It might have been.
You think so?
Could have been.
Okay. Any show specials or anything you guys got going on?
We actually do. If we don't have it here, we'll pay the shipping back to you also.
That's cool.
So, in other words, if you come in here and you needed a set of, C3 seats and I don't have them on the truck, I'll just pay for it. I'll ship it up here to you free.
There you go, guys. You can't
Absolutely.
beat that. I tell you what, that a deal.
Yeah.
Now tell me, I know it's not all your deal, but what got me over here, and I jumped 2 curbs to pull in here, you got statues over here, and you got a rat fink.
Right.
Near and dear to my heart. If you'll look at our keychain, we have one on it,
There you go. Yep.
and we love them.
The rat finks come in 3 different sizes. They're cast aluminum, so they'll never rust. They're painted up. You can sit them out in your yard, put them in your garage, put them, in your office, whatever you want.
Hey, guys,
So
I'm
we
telling you what, now, this lady's got it going on. She's got the coolest stuff on the grounds. No doubt about the interiors, but now the rat finks are just awesome. They're I don't know. I may have to have one of them before I leave here.
Come on, I'll sell it to you right now.
Okay, well, we might make a deal.
There you go. We
Listen,
can do that.
thank you for taking a couple of minutes to be on Event Radio. See, that was almost painless, wasn't
That
it?
was almost painless.
How do they get a hold of you on the computer?
It's at alnockinteriors.com.
Okay, and they can get down there and send you a little hate mail or whatever
Absolutely, whatever they want.
Okay,
Or
yeah.
just call, 1-800-880-8080. It's our toll-free
8080.
line. You got it.
880. No, 8080. That was my girlfriend lineup, 880. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, lady, thank you so much for
Oh,
being
you're
on
very
Event
welcome.
Radio. We're having a lot of fun with this. And I lied to you.
You did?
Yeah, I told you nobody'd hear you.
Oh, you did lie to me, didn't you?
How many would you say we have for listeners for
I
every
don't
show?
think I want to know right now.
You don't want to know right now? Okay. I won't tell you it's over 200,000. No problem.
Oh, Lord have Jesus.
All righty, guys. Listen, Alnock Interiors, trust me, one of the coolest places you'll visit at Corvette Homecoming. Make sure you find the big purple semi and run here in the middle. And boy, don't trip over the rat fink, because that might be your old buddies here. I don't know. You're on Event Radio, guys. Thank you for joining us, and you're going to have a lot of fun today here with us, because we're going to have it without you or with you, so you might as well hang in there with us. We'll be right back.
On the track or on the street, the #1 brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, we are back from Corvette Homecoming, and one of the cool things about Homecoming is that you run into old friends. You run into a lot of people that you meet at these events that you wind up being buddies with, and you wind up really being buddies for life. The gentleman that I get the pleasure of reintroducing you to, I introduced you to, I guess it was last year, year before last. And what was so cool, he actually built pretty much his own Corvette out of a piece at a time. And when I introduced him for that, I also had the little girl from the TV station there, so she came over and did a full story with him. Tell everybody who you are.
My name is George Sissel. They call me Sonny.
That's right. I remember that.
And it's been a long, hard journey to get that car running right.
Well, buddy, you got it looking just a touch better. It was primer last time.
Yes, it was.
And it's actually got color this time.
In the first year, it had duct tape T-tops.
Well, that's okay. That's all right.
It's moved a long way.
It's come a long way.
We actually just got it painted a week and a half ago.
Did you really?
Got the...
Still driving him everywhere you want to go and
yes.
having a big time.
I had Fall City Signs in Louisville did the heartbeat symbol for me last minute, the day before we got ready to leave.
There you go.
I called around, and everybody was too busy, and these gentlemen said, come over, we'll take care of you.
Well, hey, buddy, you're a star of this event. They got to take care of you. Well,
I'm no longer the dullest car on the lot.
Well, trust me, you might be the dullest car, but you got more personality and more fun than anybody here. And we found that early a couple of years ago. Yeah. But no, it's great to see you.
Well, it's good to see you, Spiffy. I didn't know you were going to be here.
Well,
I saw the article, but it didn't say you would be here.
Well, we're here, and just got to get out here and have a little fun and cruise through here, and bring people up to date on what you're doing. You know,
staying alive and trying to make sure we make the event every year. That's
hey, buddy, that's the thing to do.
This year I wound up with no vacation money, but vacation time.
Well, okay.
Monty and I loaded the car and came down anyway.
There you go. Hey,
costly event for me, but I love every moment.
Hey, buddy, as long as you have a good time, that's all that matters.
Kind of made my day too.
Well, I appreciate that. You know, not many people are glad to see me, but I appreciate you doing that. But we're going to have a lot of fun here today, and trust me, Sonny's a great guy. Come over to the museum and check it out, or go and walk through the cars. What color? It's a gray, but what color is it?
Actually, I always wanted to paint it back original color, which was charcoal metallic.
Okay.
When I went to see the body guy, I told him that, and he said, well, let me look up the number. He could locate the paint, but it would take too long to get it.
Okay.
So I said, get me the closest thing you can. And he told me it's an L4. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's supposed to be on.
Does it matter?
No.
You like it, don't you?
Better.
Yeah.
What I anticipated, and I'm thoroughly pleased.
Well, listen, my friend, it is always great to see you. I appreciate you yelling at me as we were going by, and that's what homecoming is about, guys. It's about coming in, seeing your friends, looking at the cars, having a good time, finding out what's going on. Some of it you like, some of it you may not like, but it don't matter. You know,
it's all about being here.
It's all about being
every
here.
Year we meet people that we've seen last year, and every year we meet new people that we hope to see next year.
There you go, buddy. Well, I hope I'm here next year. I'm going to try hard. You know, I'm going to try the best I can. If that darn boat we bought doesn't kill me, I'm not doing too well with the boat. I've hit everything but the lottery in that thing. I can't drive a boat. I'm good in cars, but I ain't very good on a boat.
Here, you should be all right.
Well, we actually rode a jet ski one time in a shopping center parking lot.
Oh, wow.
We flooded it, but it was fun, you know. Yeah. Got to do fun things. Listen, thank you, my friend, for stopping me. Thank you for being here. Guys, we are having just too much fun. Corvette Homecoming 2017, this time from the museum, not from the hotel. But there's a lot to go on and a lot to see here. You're on Event Radio. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
All right, guys, we are back from Corvette Homecoming, Corvette Museum, and I find a really pretty lady, and I think I'm good at that to start with, but what she is selling, I find most interesting. One of the things that really takes a beating on every car show you go to or every big event you go to are your feet. You wear them out walking, going to see all this stuff, and this lady has a solution to that. What is your name, dear?
Lori.
Lori, or?
Lori,
okay. And you sell a thing called Happy Feet, is that right?
No, it's called Healthy Feet, Healthy Life.
Healthy Feet, Healthy Life. Tell me about it.
It's just massaging insoles, and every time you walk, somebody's massaging your feet.
Wow.
It helps with plantar fasciitis. It helps with people with diabetes, puts circulation back in their feet.
Uh-huh.
It's done a lot.
Well, I'm telling you. And you just buy these things and you just put them in your shoes, is that right?
You just put them in your shoes and start walking.
And these boots are made for walk now.
Some people find them a little uncomfortable at the beginning, but after a couple of days, they're absolutely in love.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's easy to do. What? Why are you smiling?
Because you're crazy.
Well, I can't help that. I get paid to be crazy. This is crazy. This is Crazy Motorsports on steroids.
Yes.
But we do all the events, and we act the same at all of them. So how about that?
That is sweet.
Cool. So now let me ask you something. You can sell these on the Internet. How could they buy them?
Well, right now, you just have to call me or come to this event.
Boy, now, ain't a deal. Got a good-looking woman, she says, you got to call me. How tough is that? Now, I feel a little guilty about giving – give me a list of events you'll be at, because we're not going to give your phone number out to all these people. You don't know yet. Well, they can come to this one.
Oh, yeah, especially tomorrow, today, until 5.
Yeah. All right, look for a good-looking, gorgeous redhead sitting up on the porch, and she's got these green things with feet things in them, and she's got a shirt with feet on them, you know, and there used to be a saying for those. They were like, I can't remember, 10 toes or something. It was an old surf shop or something. I don't remember. In California, I'm old. Okay, I remember it though. But anyway, I think what you sell is really cool, because that's something these guys need. Everybody in this place really needs that.
Oh, yes.
Because the first thing you do, guys, when you leave a place like this is you either get in the car and take your shoes off, or you go home and you take them off and kick back. And probably if you use what this lady is selling, it would make it a lot more tolerable, don't you think?
Oh, yes.
Are they expensive?
No, they're $44.95. They have a 2-year warranty. All you have to do is wash them once a week and air dry. And they look like brand new when you take them out of the wash and put them back in your shoes.
Ooh, cool. That's neat. I might have to try that one day.
You might.
Listen, thank you for taking a minute. I was playing with you, kidding you about being on Event Radio. But all kidding aside, guys, it's to the entrance to the what they call the nursery to the Corvette Museum is what they call that in there. So, and it's right next to the little restaurant, so you can't miss. You know, you got to walk right by her. And trust me, this girl's pretty enough to stop traffic. So you need to stop and see her and ask her about these things. Your feet will thank you.
Yes, they will.
All righty. Guys, you're at Corvette Homecoming. It's Corvette Museum. We're having just too much fun. You're on Event Radio. We'll be right back.
On the track or on the street, the #1 brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, we are back from Corvette Homecoming, Corvette Museum, and we come upon the guys that are no doubt the coolest cruise-in guys in the free world, everywhere. Well, and they're doing it. They're doing it without it. Mark even being here, because I know he's going to be mad. See, because he always hogs radio time. You know, he always wants to do that.
Some people are radio hogs.
Yeah, well, no, he's all right though. He's my buddy. I got to take care of him. Guys, we are with the guys from Summer Nights Cruise, Somerset, Kentucky, the absolute best cruise in the free world. I don't care where you are. If you do not go to one of their cruises, you are a lame duck. There is no doubt about it. Tell everybody who you are.
Well, man, I'm glad you said that. And by the way, here's your $100 bill for saying that.
Well, you're shorting me $100. I thought it was $200. No, I'm just playing.
My name's Keith Floyd. I'm the executive director of Summer Nights Cruise.
Oh, you got a title.
You got a title. Doesn't mean a lot, but I got it.
You got cards that you pass out and everything?
I do.
Wow. I tell you what, you guys are raffling off a car that looks like I ought to just go ahead and steal it and not worry about that. What do you think?
Man, it's the prettiest raffle car we have ever had.
Boy, I tell you what, 55 Chevy, 2-door hardtop turquoise, that white. How do you get one any better than that?
I know it, man. Disc brakes, vintage air. I mean, it is top notch.
Hey, everything you boys do is top notch.
Well, we try. After 17 years, if we haven't figured it out by now, we're in trouble.
Well, you know what amazes me, and I've been there several times, and I look forward to coming, and we're coming once this year sometime.
Well, we want you anytime you want to come.
Well, buddy, trust me, we're coming. But you guys, what you got to see? These boys are so well organized. All these cars are out away from the show area, parked in the streets at every different point along the way to get in there. At a specific time, you would think it looked like organized chaos, but it's not. All the cars start to move into the parking place. You boys parked, 1,250 cars in 20 minutes?
I don't know quite that quick.
Well, I don't know. It seemed like it was to me.
But through the 3 gates, we can park 1,000 cars in an hour. Very little wait time. I mean,
that's going out for lunch in between, because you boys do a better job than that now.
Our parkers are great. I mean, they all our volunteers are great. They know their jobs. Nobody has to tell them what to do. Everybody's got their own unique talents they bring, and everybody just falls in place and does it.
Who dreamed up to ever start this?
Well, there was about 5 or 6 of us back in 2001 that had an idea for a car show, and we got together, and there was another group thinking about doing the same thing. The 2 groups got together and formed Summer Nights Cruise and had our first show April 2001, and as they say, the rest is history.
I ain't missed a lick since, I can tell you.
No, man, it's a...
I've come to, I think, 3 of them. I came to one of the Corvette events. I mean, you had Corvettes everywhere. Jeez.
We do. Every July is our Corvette Summer Specialty event. It's going to be this year, too, and I think last year we had... it's close to 350 just Corvettes.
Oh, I know. And then all the cool hot rods and everything, too. And what's really neat, guys, is the night before, you can sit along the street in chairs, and they actually cruise. It's not just a cruise in. They cruise the street.
Oh, it is. It's great.
It's awesome.
Friday night, we have an event called Friday Night Thunder. It's kind of a block party setting that Walmart and Somerset Mall sponsor. They usually have 400 to 600 cars at that event, live music, inflatable for the kids. Of course, then we have our events on Saturday, whatever's going on. And then Saturday night after the downtown cruise in, everybody goes out to US 27. And if it's a pretty night, there'll be thousands of people lined up in lawn chairs for miles and miles, blankets. You'll see families out there having fun. All the hot rods are cruising. I mean, it's just like it was. That's the way it used to be, guys. That's the way it was when I grew up. You sort of get to go over there and relive your childhood, if you will. It's an event. I don't care where you've been to a cruise in. You haven't been to a good one until you go to Summer Nights Cruise at least once. Well, we appreciate that, and we try. We have special events every month. Last month in May we had Big Daddy Don Garnett's there. Mm-hmm. We're going to have in July we're going to have Butch Patrick, Eddie Munster.
Yeah, I'll be there. I've had Butch on the radio. From
Sam Amello is going to be there at the same time. In August we're going to have Stacey David from Gears TV.
I got to tell you a quick story on Gartlett's. I had Gartlett sitting in the seat where you are. I've known him for years. Of course, he's there all fired up, ready, foaming at the mouth for me to ask him about that electric dragster.
Right.
And he's pumped up. You know what the first thing I asked him?
What was that?
Are UFOs real? He is a firm believer in that. Now, not a lot of people know that, but Gartlett's can tell you every bit of history on Area 51. He can tell you all about UFOs, and he studied it. He believes strongly that we had helped develop in this world. And the thing about it, this guy's a brilliant guy.
Oh, he's an interesting fellow. Very interesting.
He's got a law degree and a CPA degree. Not a lot of people know that.
Yeah,
and the best drag racer on the world.
I know about the law degree, but I knew he was a bookkeeper. He was telling us that story when we took him out to dinner the other night. It was pretty interesting.
He's really cool when you get him out of his race mode and sit down and just talk to him. I mean, he's a brilliant guy and a fun guy. And of course, you guys have nothing but the best. You have the Mayberry deputy that he is retired, I think, now.
He is retired, but everybody used to love him.
Oh, we loved him.
He was a nut.
He was fun.
He was a lot of fun.
But you have some really superstar cars there. I talked to Al Bergler there. I talked to several guys that have been there that I know, and trust me, guys, we get to go this week to Fontenelle down to Barbara Mandrell's. They're having a cruise in down there, and I'll spend more time telling them about Summer Night's Cruise probably than talking about their cruise in. So maybe we can send you some folks from there.
Well, man, we appreciate you putting the word out for us. We appreciate Corvette Homecoming having us here. I mean, we try to put on a fun, family-friendly event that everybody would enjoy and want to come to. We try to do different things. This year we're doing a vintage camper rally in September.
That's cool.
Because vintage campers are becoming big and popular with these vintage cars. So we're trying to mix things up, add some things. Just we try to be on the cutting edge of this hobby. And,
guys, trust me. I've been around this stuff since I was a little kid, and that's before we don't even need to talk about when dirt came along. But I've been to a lot of events, and actually I found out this week that I was one of 9 cars that went to the very first Gatlinburg cruise in back that many years ago.
Wow.
And the Summer Nights Cruise is the most fun event, the most well-organized event, and actually the coolest event that I can say that I've ever been to. And I really, really enjoy it.
Well, man, we appreciate that. One of the cool story I'll tell you, because we go all over the country promoting Summer Nights Cruise.
Sure.
We were out at SEMA in Las Vegas last year, and was out there talking to some potential sponsors, promoting the show, and lo and behold, we're walking down the aisle and look up, there goes people walking by in Summer Nights Cruise T-shirts.
There you go.
So, I mean, we have people all over the country that come there. And I told the guys when we got back, I said we were well represented in Vegas, and not because of us, because of our fans were out there. It's just amazing.
They all wanted Mark's autograph.
Well, we didn't take Mark with us. We knew better than that.
You keep them waiting. Is that it? Listen, my friend, I won't keep you because there's more people coming up that want to talk to you. But thank you for lots of things. Thank you for putting on an event that is a destination and not just an event.
Well,
it's one that if you're going to be cool, you got to go. It's that simple. And you're never disappointed with it. It's always bigger and better and more fun than the one before. And I don't know how you do it, but I'm glad you do. And
well, we appreciate that. And again, you're invited anytime you want to come. All your listeners, check us out on Facebook, Summer Nights Cruise, or check us out at our website, summernightscruise.com. Pick a month you want to come and check out the schedule and come on and see us.
There you go. Guys, Summer Nights Cruise, don't forget you can buy a raffle ticket. Can they buy one of these online?
Yep, you can. We have raffle tickets available online.
Tell me how they get one.
SummerNightsCruise.com. Click on the button that says buy raffle tickets. You can buy tickets on the 55 Chevy, $10 each. You can buy one on the Gator May trailer we're giving away here, $10 each. And if you don't win it, keep your receipt because it's a tax deduction because we're a 501c3 nonprofit.
There you go. Guys, the one and only Summer Nights Cruise, folks, the coolest people in the car hobby. If you don't go there, you're square, is the way I'm going to say it. Yeah. And thank you for joining us on Event Radio.
Man. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Guys, we're at Corvette Homecoming. We're having just too much fun. The fun police are getting close, so it's time we move on. But we'll be right back.
On the track or on the street, the #1 brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, we are back from Corvette Homecoming, Corvette Museum. Out of all the Corvettes in this parking lot, and there are hundreds of them, there is one that just really tripped my trigger. It is a 57, I believe. 56. Well, I was 56. Close. Well, I had one of two I could have hit it, which was not bad. What is your name, sir?
Buddy Hillard.
Buddy, where are you from, my friend?
Brandon, Mississippi.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like Mississippi.
Okay.
I drag raced in No, it was Arkansas. Where was it? Somewhere. I don't know, somewhere down there, but I like it.
I used to drag race a good bit down there.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Well, I did too back a long time ago.
Yeah.
I'm an old guy, though.
Me both.
Are we?
I went down my first racetrack in 1966.
I ran the U.S. Nationals in 1966.
You are older.
Thank you. And I actually started at 14, believe it or not, with a fake driver's license, if you don't know the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't supposed to be doing that,
Outlaws,
but that was okay.
I understand.
Well, no, getting by my old man, whatever. Buddy, you have, to me, the ultimate Corvette. The classic Corvette, but with a late model driveline.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That's you build them. I don't know if you built this car.
I did. I built every piece of it. I built my own chassis. I did my own suspension work, put my own windows in it, put my own power windows, electric door locks, electric hood latch, electric trunk latch, everything myself.
Well, we're going to be flipping pictures of this car behind this show. And trust me, if I was a car thief, you would be in trouble. That's all I can tell you. And you're a big guy, and you'd be wanting to shoot me because out of everything here, that is absolutely the most gorgeous car in the place.
I do appreciate that.
Oh, it is. It's awesome. It's just a buddy of mine, when I was growing up, had a 57 in one of the 2-4 cars.
Mm-hmm.
And he made the mistake of leaving the keys at home when he went out of town. So we made the mistake of finding the keys, and we went out. Boy, well, I mean, we burnt rubber for a while, and I always loved that car. I just always have. You know, it just they're just cool.
Well, I've always wanted a single headlight car like this, and one of my cousins bought one many, many years ago, and he told me if I worked long and hard enough, I could get one. Well, about 40 years later, I got it.
Well, something tells me it didn't take all that work for you to get it, but you sure knew what to do with what you had. I'll tell you that, because it's just. Man, it's just cool now. There ain't no doubt about it. It's cool.
Well, I appreciate that. I brought home a basket case, and I figured I'd have it running in 6 months. Well, 2.5 years later, here it is.
Is it as fast as it appears?
I drove it up to Super Chevy Sunday in Memphis about a month or so ago, and ran the True Street class with it, and it went 1106 at 124.
That's cool. That is cool as it can be.
And
you know, the Hot Rod Power Tour will be here the day before Hot Rod Reunion.
I'm planning on going on it in a week and a half or so. We're going to head out for that.
Are you?
Yes.
There you go. But nothing like having a car. You know, it amazes me, the guys that buy a Corvette and they put it in a bubble, and they all they do is, oh, don't touch this, don't, and you get it out and use it. Daggone it, that's cool.
I've got several thousand miles on it already, and like I say, I'm planning on taking it on the Hot Rod Power Tour. We raced it at Memphis. Made 6 or 8 passes with it, and so it's a toy.
Hey, what kind of toy could be better? I don't think there could be one.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, I tell you what, guys, I always knew the people from Mississippi were cool. Now, there ain't no doubt about it. I had the pleasure of the old funny car days running a lot of the southern states, and the people down there are just cool. They know what sweet tea is. They know what country ham is. And I get a little nervous if I go farther north than about 20 miles from here. So, you know, I like the South pretty well.
And you like milk gravy, too?
Yo, I love that.
That's right.
Right. Yeah, you got to have it. And matter of fact, what's that stuff they put in it?
Grit?
No, not grit. Do you eat sugar on the grits? Or And I got to have sugar. Now, I'm weird there.
Okay.
They make the milk gravy with some kind of special. I'd have to ask somebody else. Some kind of special milk other than regular milk.
Oh.
And boy, make a rabbit smack a bear. It's good. I'm telling you.
That's pretty good stuff.
I'm telling you, it's really good. Listen, my friend, thank you for a couple of things. Thank you for coming to Bowling Green. Thank you for bringing the absolute most beautiful car on the grounds. There is no doubt about it. Guys, trust me, if you plan on coming to Corvette Homecoming and you don't stop and see this car, you might as well not even come, as far as I'm concerned, because this is the cat daddy of all of them here, and we've had the pleasure of introducing the gentleman that owns it to you.
Thank you very much again.
Thank you. Guys, you're on Event Radio. We're at Corvette Homecoming. We're having more fun than the law allows, and the fun police are probably close, so we better get a move on. We'll be right back.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
All right, guys, we are back. Corvette Homecoming, National Corvette Museum, and probably out of all of the non-Corvettes on this show was billed as Corvettes and Chevrolets, what it was built to, and I'm certainly glad that it is, because we have an absolutely gorgeous 67 big block Chevelle here that is absolutely cool. What is your name, sir?
My name's Dave Melton.
Where are you from, Dave?
Crossville, Tennessee.
Well, that's not far.
Not too far, about 3 hours.
Yeah, I know where it is. Y'all have a winery down there, I think.
Yeah, right on Peavine Road.
Yeah, I remember the winery. She's a wine head. See, she always wants to stop at the wine place. But no, I remember that. And you used to have a really cool drag strip too, huh?
Yeah, it's still down there.
Yeah, I've actually raced there.
It's about I guess a new owner took it over, and I guess he put $2 million in it this year.
Well, I tell you what, it was always a good track. It would stop traffic on the interstate because you can watch the whole thing from what's going on. You know, a lot of that in Riverside in Nashville was done that way. But I'm an old drag race boy, so went to all those places. How long you had the Chevelle?
I've had that Chevelle since 2000.
2000.
Bought it down in Tennessee at Pigeon Forge, and of course it didn't look like that when I picked it up. But straight body, good looking car. But I've added a lot of things to it since then.
So it's been a labor of love, huh?
But here's the story. I've sold it twice
and bought it back.
That's
sort of like a wife; it won't go away, right? Is that what? No, I'm just playing. You just missed it so much, or what?
Well, it was probably one of the best cars I've had, and I shouldn't have sold it. I sold it to a guy in Michigan, and he sold it. He called me before he sold it. He said, "Hey, you want the car back?" So I bought it back. Then a dealership in Oklahoma bought it, and so the guy said, "If I ever sell it, I'll call you." So he called me. And, of course, every time that I bought the car back, it cost me a little bit more money.
Yeah, well, that's the way that works.
That's the way that works.
Yeah, you got to pay to play, you know.
Right.
But the thing about it, it's getting worth more money
Absolutely.
the longer you keep it. See, so just figure that's a little interest, you know.
Absolutely. Every time I was at Bristol Speedway with it last fall, and I got the outstanding Chevelle at the Bristol Speedway with it, and that's where they did the Super Chevy series on it on Velocity Channel. But it seemed like everywhere I go with it, it does well and it shows well.
It attracts attention. You can't help it. I mean, it attracted our attention, you know, and we wanted to come and say hi to you. Of course, couldn't let a burger get in the way. You know, we had to do the burger first, you know.
Hey, that's the priorities.
Hey, I'm telling you, you get the Ari Arch. You know what those are?
No, sir. What is that?
The Ari Arch is when your stomach goes Ari, you know, and then you got to do something about it.
I know what it is now.
Yeah, see, you've led a sheltered life by not knowing what that was.
I sure have.
Okay. Well, anything exciting going on in Crossville, Tennessee?
Not too much. We've got a show down there in probably 12 miles from where I live at the 12th of this month. But I'm getting ready to take this to Iowa, to Des Moines, Iowa, to the Good Guys.
There you go.
And that's coming up at the end of the month.
You need to go to a summer night's cruise. Go down to the trailer and see the guys down there. That is the absolute best cruise in the United States.
You know, I've heard of that.
It is. The average cruise is about 1,250 cars. They turn the whole city over to them. They have music, 50s music going all over the whole city.
That's super.
They do an actual cruise in the evenings where you sit lawn chairs next to the highway and you actually drive them.
Wow.
And it's quite a deal. You need to go down and see those boys before you leave here because it's not that far across country for you to go to Somerset, see?
Nope, that's good.
And it's a show that once you go, you'll be hooked. It'll be like coming to this one. You know, you'll be hooked to go to it.
I've heard a lot of good things about it.
Well, it's quite an experience. Are you having fun at this one?
Oh yeah, this is the first time I've been here, but I was glad they invited the Chevys. So
well, Joe Pruitt's a Chevy guy. You know, he likes it, and that needed to be.
Yeah.
You know, I think that there are a lot of Corvette only events here, and of course we've got the Hot Rod Power Tour coming here in another week or 10 days or whatever it is, maybe 2 weeks. I don't remember, but Hot Rod Reunion. There are actually 27 multi-day events here that we get to go play, you know, and get to go cover them.
Super.
And we do other stuff too. But there's a lot of good car events that go on in this city, and we appreciate you taking your time to come to one.
Hey, my privilege is a great joy to talk with you.
Well, you brought the bad guy on the block with you. You know, I mean, this Chevelle is sort of good looking,
you know,
and I will be very surprised if you don't win the Chevy part of this show.
I appreciate you. I'm hoping so.
Well, I'll be very surprised if you don't.
Well, thank you very much.
Listen, thank you for coming. Thank you for being on Event Radio, and thank you for waiting and letting us have a burger.
Hey, my privilege.
All right. Guys, you're on Event Radio. We're at the Corvette Homecoming Corvette Museum, and we're just having a blast. We'll be right back.
On the track or on the street, the #1 brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, we are back from Corvette Homecoming. Mr. Tom McFall. How are you, sir? We are here having a blast, and we run into a gentleman that this is a real unusual event. The guys from Al Knock Interiors are here, and they not only will sell you what you want, but they'll fix it for you. What's your name, sir?
My name's Joe Easterling.
And you are from where, Joe?
I'm from Bowling Green.
So did you just wait forever for this to come to get this done, or what? They're working on your car.
Well, I've been contemplating getting this done, and I heard Al Knock was coming. I contacted him. I'm part of the staff here working the homecoming event, and I found out I can get my new top put on. It's a 94 Corvette.
It's a good-looking car. I love the colors.
It's the first year for the glass window, and my glass window's been in the bedroom for the last 2 years.
Well, you've been, I guess that's what you call looking for love, isn't it? Yeah. Is that what it is? No, I don't know. Well, I tell you what, you have a beautiful car. I love the car.
Thank you.
You know, I don't fit in those as well as I would like to say that I did. You know,
I know.
I get in pretty good, but they all want to call YouTube when I start to get out of it. You know, it's quite an act.
Gravity is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, there you go. And I guess when we're challenging it, you know.
Yeah.
So how long you had the Corvette bug? Forever?
Yeah, a long time. I got that car, I think, in 2002, I think. And it had 43,000 miles on it. And the first month I had it, I put 3,000 miles on it. And it's got 118,000 miles on it now, but the engine was rebuilt by the late Jim Van Dorn, Pirate Racing.
There you go. I know who he is.
And miss Jim. And just love the car. It's my baby.
There you go, buddy. Everybody needs a baby.
That's right.
There you go. And believe me, they say Corvettes are expensive. Trust me, the blonde-headed babies cost a lot more money.
I don't know. I've got a lot of money in this baby. That's all love.
And so what they're doing is they're putting you a whole new top on. Is that it?
A whole new top.
Well, that's cool that you could come to this event, get that done right here on site. You know there's nobody better than the Al Knock people to do it.
Right.
So, I mean, that's sort of the best of both worlds. Sort of makes Corvette Homecoming, if you're out there, guys, and you got a hot rod that needs working on and needs some interior fixing or a little touch-up here and there or whatever, you might as well bring it to the pros and let them do it.
That's right. Come to Corvette Homecoming and get it done.
And we promise that Joe Pruitt won't chase you around, right?
No. Not if you don't want his computer fixed anymore.
There you go. There you go. Listen, sir, thank you so much for taking a couple of minutes being on Event Radio. We hope you have a blast at Corvette Homecoming. We plan to. We plan on introducing a bunch of folks to the world out here. We appreciate you being on Event Radio.
Right,
thank you so much. All right, guys, we're having a blast here. We're going to find out about the coolest thing I've seen since pockets on a shirt. The Al Knock guys have a rat fink statue, and it's just driving me crazy. I just can't help myself. We're on Event Radio, guys. We're going to talk to them, and we'll be right back.
On the track or on the street, the number one brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, we are back from Corvette Homecoming, National Corvette Museum. I tell you what, I pull up next to a lady that I've seen several times, and only at Corvette Homecoming can you find out the future. See, everybody else doesn't give you that. Well, this lady tells you, Miss Bianca is here. Say hi.
Hi, how are you?
And you tell people what's going on, right?
Yes, I do.
What all do you tell them?
I tell them about past, present, future, love, what's troubling them, what's bothering them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I could wear you out. All right, now, I tell you what. There's a question, and I'm going to put you on the spot just a little, and I know you'll be able to answer this.
Sure.
But one of the big questions that's going on in the world of Corvette is, will there be a mid-engine Corvette?
I hope so.
You haven't looked that far in the future yet, huh?
No, I haven't looked that far, but I hope so.
You hope so. Do you want one?
Yes, I do.
Okay, all right. So, let me ask you something. Do you ever see things that maybe people shouldn't know?
No.
No?
I pick up on everything, whatever it is that's troubling you or bothering you, but I am very blunt. I have to tell you what I see, good or bad.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's cool. I mean, I'm not asking for anything here. And I know you do this in town locally, right?
Yes, I do.
On Fairview, is that right?
Mm-hmm. Right there on Cemetery Road.
Yep. See, I'm getting there, girl. I'm getting there. Guys, trust me, you can come up here. She's in the shade, too, which makes it's another plus. But this is a fun thing. I know that back years ago, I was at an event in Lakeland, Florida, and I went to a fortune teller. Now, you can believe this if you wish, or you don't have to. It's your call. But she hit me pretty much dead on the head as far as the way my life has turned out. And I was like 16 or 17 when I did that. And I thought, yeah, that's a bunch of stuff. But I don't know. You guys are on the game.
Well, this is something that I was born with. I've been doing this all my life. I'm 30 years old today, and I've been doing this since I was 10. It's not something I wanted to learn or pick up on. It's just something I was born into.
Yeah. So how did you find out you had that power?
Well, my mother was a very well-known psychic, and unfortunately she passed away by giving birth to me, and I figured out that I had the gift at the age of 10. She gave it to me.
Uh-huh.
So I've been doing readings ever since.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've known about you for quite some time. I didn't have any idea you were as pretty as you are, though. I'd have probably been there to just find out about what was going on.
Thank you.
See? Are you having fun out here today, too?
Oh, I love it. I met so many people that are my next-door neighbors, and I had no idea.
There you go.
So I'm in loving this. It's great.
Well, that's good. Listen, thank you for taking a few minutes to be on Event Radio and letting us disturb you. And you said, I don't want to talk. But
it's fun. I'm not going to lie. I was a little scared at first, but this is fun.
Well, I tell you what, if we're going to do something stupid, I want you to tell me in advance. I don't want to do something really dumb and find out later. So thank you for taking a few minutes for us.
Thank you for inviting me. All
righty. Guys, we're at Corvette Homecoming, speaking to the one and only Miss Bianca. So if you get a chance, make sure you stop by her tent, talk to her, and, boy, she just might make you think you're a superstar. You never know. You're on Event Radio. We'll be right back.
Quick Fuel Technology, the innovators in fuel systems, introduces the latest in high-temperature coating technology for select street and performance carburetors. QFT's new Black Diamond series features a unique satin black Teflon coating that provides award-winning good looks and lasting durability. The Black Diamond series is impact-resistant, repels all underhood chemicals, and reduces fuel temperature by 6% for improved performance. The Black Diamond series by Quick Fuel, the ultimate in form and function.
On the track or on the street, the #1 brand in performance is Holley. Have you heard about the Ultra Street Avengers, Ultra Double Pumpers, Ultra HP, and Ultra Dominator carburetors? They're ultra light, ultra cool, and ultra fast. Holley carbs are the most powerful carbs money can buy with no further modifications. Holley, winning performance for over 100 years.
All right, guys, we are back from Corvette Homecoming, Corvette Museum. And I get the lady to join me that I better behave because this is E's wife, and he will unplug this thing. He is the man that makes all of Event Radio work. And Miss Jean is the lady that actually promotes all of this show, Corvette Homecoming. Miss Jean Secrets, how are you, sweetie?
I am doing fine, Spivvy. Thanks for coming out today.
Hey, we're having fun.
This is such a fun show. You know, this is the first time since 1995 that we've been at the National Corvette Museum.
I know, and and if it's homecoming, this is sort of home. This is where they come from.
That's it. We're right across the road from the plant where all the Corvettes are made, and it is so exciting because we're seeing cars showing up here from the 1950s all the way up to the current year.
Oh, that's what's so cool about homecoming.
Yeah.
Most of the other events single out a particular model or a particular year, and you guys just open the door and say, come on down, you know?
That's right. And this year our Grand Marshal is Ken Ligenfelter, and if you're in the car world, you've probably heard of him. His own private collection is made up of probably 150 to 200 cars.
Pretty cool. Now, was John his brother?
You know, I am not sure.
I knew John. John Lingenfelter was a drag racer that actually got all of the Lingenfelter Corvette deals fired up.
Probably is.
They're related. I mean, I would think with that last name, you'd have to be somewhere down the road, you know.
But Yeah, this is just really a great show. We've got more cars, I think, than we've ever had. We've had a lot more people. Just because we're here at the museum, thought, hey, this is a great year to finally check this event out. And so we've got a lot of new people here, as well as a lot of our people that are here with us every single year.
Well, you do a fantastic job, little lady, of promoting this thing, and this is for you to take the hat off to you because you got them here.
Well, it's not just me. I tell you what, Joe Pruitt he'll start working on this show for next year, probably coming Monday right after this show ends. And probably even right now while it's going on, both of us are talking to people about come on back next year.
Sure. Well, we've interviewed quite a few of your vendors, quite a few of the people here, and they're all just loving every minute of it. They're having a good time, and that's what this is all about. This is having fun with cars and using them like they're supposed to be used, and I think it's awesome. I like the show.
That's it, and we can't do it without all these people. If the people don't show up with the cars, we don't have a show.
There you go.
Our hats are off to all the people that drive in here, whether they drive their car in or trailer it in. This show is all about them, and we can't do it without them. Our vendors, that's icing on the cake. It really gives the folks a great place to be able to find the resources for things they might not otherwise be able to find, as well as a lot of fun things that they just want.
Yeah, well, I found something I just want. I may buy. I don't know. I found a rat fink down there that just drives me crazy.
Well, you need that.
Oh, I like that.
You need that.
Yeah, that goes with my pink flamingo.
Yeah, we've got stuff anywhere from custom accessories to car parts to car seats.
Yeah, I know. We watched them put a top on a Corvette down there at Al Knock.
Al is here, and so and we've got people that have Corvette jewelry. We've got clocks. We've even got Pampered Chef and essential oils. So
hey, boy, you can't beat that. You can feel good and eat good at the same time.
That's right. So whether you're a guy or a gal, the whole family.
Can they teach me how to cook?
They've been giving cooking demonstrations, so they probably can.
There are certain things that are doable and certain things that are not.
Yeah, we know you're a kitchen challenge, so
yeah, I am.
That may be a problem. Plus, we've got a lot of good food vendors out here, so they'll feed you.
Well, that's good. I plan on doing that too, because if they ever have a class in the Olympics called sport eating, I'm a gold medalist.
You've got it.
I got it covered.
You've got it.
Well, listen, lady, I won't keep you because I know you're in high demand and short supply.
That's right.
We thank your husband for making this thing work and keeping it working and making it idiot proof so I can do it.
You can do it.
And I couldn't do it without him. But thank you for all you do to, I guess, motivate him to get him to do it for me. I appreciate that. But the things you do, you're great in the Humane Society. You're great in everything you touch, little lady, turns into a whopping success. And this event is nowhere short of that.
Well, can't thank me because there's a lot of people behind the scenes doing this. And
yeah, but it takes a good captain to drive the ship, my dear.
Well, I appreciate you coming out and doing a show on this event because it is really a neat event.
Well, we look forward to it every year, and we'll be here as long as you'll have us.
Good deal.
All right, guys. Miss Jean Sechrist, my buddy on the side that makes all of this stuff happen, and one super nice lady. You're on Event Radio. We're at Corvette Homecoming from the Corvette Museum, and we're just having a blast. Daggone, we're not going to stop now. We'll be right back. Well, guys, there is so much going on at Corvette Homecoming. The buildings are full. The grounds are full. The people are everywhere, and we've had just a blast. We cannot do this anywhere at all justice of this event. This is a good one. This is probably the best Corvette event that's gone on in this city this whole year. And we sure wish all of you all were here to check it out. As always, Event Radio loves to try to bring you the best thing going. We try to bring you the most interesting people and as well as some of the cool stuff that's going on. But we thank you for joining us on Event Radio. And the many thousands of you that listen to this show, all we can do is tell you how much we appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you. This has been fun from Corvette Homecoming. And we're just having a blast. We want you to join us for everything we're doing, but we never end a show without thanking our sponsors. They're the most important people going. The guys at Quick Fuel Technologies. I don't care how fast a race car you got. If it has a carburetor on it, these guys can make it faster. The great guys at Holly Performance, no matter what you have for your hot rod, call Holly.com. They will give you what you need and get it right the first time. Call any of their tech personnel, and they know what's going on. They will take care of you. The number one event source in the world, our buddy Jimmy B at GearheadGazette.com. We depend on him to take us to all of the cool events, and we're going to some more this week that Jimmy has found for us to go to. But get on there, GearheadGazette.com. You will love every minute of it. Just spend the computer time there, and you'll have fun. If you're looking for a place that is no equal this summer, Beach Bend Raceway, Beach Bend Splash Lagoon, and Beach Bend Park. Absolutely the most fun place in our area to go to. The greatest rides, the best racing, the best events. There are 27 multi-day events going on at Beach Bend this summer, so make sure that you attend at least one of them. We've had a great time from Corvette Museum. We wish these shows were longer, but they just can't be as long as we'd like. There's only so much time. But we appreciate you joining us. As we always say, if you have enjoyed what you have heard, please tell a friend. But if you have not, daggone, you keep that to yourself. We'll talk again, guys. See you.
You've been listening to Event Radio, covering local drag racing, stock car racing, motorcycles, go-karts. If it's got wheels and you can race it, you heard about it here. Event Radio is motorsports radio on steroids. Join us next time with your hosts, Spivey Williams and Terrible T Guy.